There you up, everybody. How are we all doing? I hope we're having a great day wherever you are. Right, I've got the best TV news interviews of the decade so far. Jesus, where has this decade gone? 2026, and we're halfway through 2026 already. Oh my god. Right, I did see one of these about 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought it was pretty good, pretty funny. But actual news now is pretty funny here as well. Every time the politicians come on, I can't stop laughing at them jokers, you know. So, news at the minute is funny in general. But not for the right reasons. Right, anyway, right, this is funny local news. I'll give it a subscribe. I'll give it a like. As I said, I did see this one of these a couple of years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. And it was good. So, I saw this on my For You page. Thought I'd react to it. Watch it. See, right, at a decade so far, I don't know if I can say it on here still, but the magic flu season, are they going to be talking about that on here? Actually, no, when it is of the decade so far. When did this come out as well? Check. 6 months ago. Right, let's go.
Next on Funny Local News. Publix grand opening, Taylor Swift merch truck. America runs on Dunkin'. All of this and more. But first...
They're closing?
Yes, next Tuesday.
Okay, the last thing I want to be when the end of the world comes is sober.
I was just like America doesn't just run on Dunkin', cars do too.
I could hear the bang, 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 and I didn't get up right away because I didn't want him to bang, bang me.
I remember, sometimes, Mom wanted
Bang, 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 bang. I didn't want to get it right away. I thought he was going to say, because he was still tired, as if to say that he's used to the gunshots also, but he's like, no, I didn't want to get bang banged.
I could hear the bang, 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 and I didn't get up right away because I didn't want him to bang, bang me.
I remember, sometimes, Mom wanted a cream pie at 1:30 in the morning, you're picking it up on the way home.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in South Carolina, it's also a big morning for Randolph White.
I was in the bathroom taking a shave, and I heard a screeching, between a screech and a whistle. I said, what in the world is this?
Like one of them death whistles.
And I heard a boom. Then my whole house shook. The first thought came to me, I said, well, must see the meteorite coming out of space or something? And I said, well, if the airplane, it needed to be reported. That thing was flying just too low. So yesterday evening, I said, the helicopters, I was out there walking. And choppers keep flying around. I said, well, somebody must have robbed a bank or killed some people or whatever. I walked up there. He told me it was about the plane.
They had a lot of words throughout practice, so I gave my words and just went a little bit too far.
How are you going to deal with
He told me it was about the plane.
They had a lot of words throughout practice, so I gave my words and
crazy name.
Just went a little bit too far.
How are you going to deal with the heat next week?
I'm going to put on some booty shorts.
Fair enough.
Are they cooler?
Yes.
Did you know that there was an illegal gambling operation going on just down the street from where you live?
No. It was illegal. What that's that?
That reminds me of something I saw on the British news. They asked some kid at a burger stand, it's, oh, didn't you know that they've just been done for selling drugs with the burgers and that? And this fella's like, basically like this, like, well, I didn't know that. Like, yeah, okay, mate, okay.
I don't know about that.
Local 12 interviewed the first customer who got in line at 4 a.m.
I'm a Florida resident, so I know Publix, but I got my friend here, John Borg. He's never been to a Publix before, so I came and brought him out.
Thanks to a flood in Chapel Hill, Drea Hester has got other issues to think about right now.
And I'm here now with Drea Hester, and she lives here. So, Drea, I just want to hear from you first. What is going on, and, how is this impacting you? Has water gotten into your apartment or anything yet?
Well, not yet, because it's not that bad, but over here on this side it kind of is, and I guess in the far back it is. That's why the cars is up here and stuff. But it haven't really hit our parking lot yet, so this really ain't affecting me yet. But once it do hit that, they probably going to tell us to evaporate, and then that's what gets on my nerves. fires all the time.
Tell the water
we
to
gotta keep
evaporate.
evaporating. So, yeah.
And I know we're right by Bowling Creek, and you said that this happens a lot, that you all have flooding here?
Yes. I mean, when I first moved here, I think the first night I moved here, it was like this. So we had to, like, evaporate. And it had, like, boats and stuff out here because the whole thing was, like, flooded.
Well, I hope this gets resolved quickly. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Terrible, man. I was in the car smoking a cigarette, and I thought I seen a shooting star. We were far back from the cars, but I thought it was shooting stars going in the air. But here the sign fell down, or they were cut it up or something. I thought it was a bunch of shooting stars. I was making a bunch of wishes.
You did that for a Hot Pocket?
Yes. All that for a Hot Pocket.
You broke into a bank for a Hot Pocket?
Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket.
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, it's
Fair
worth
enough.
it. A Hot Pocket? Hell yeah.
Tiring.
I wonder if they serve hot pockets in jail.
For my neighbors, friends, probably people I
fed
even
up
don't
already.
know.
He's had enough of life and he's what? 13, 14-ish? Oh my God. Bless him.
I really wish I was in school right now.
People who live in this neighborhood say there was a man here delivering meals when all of a sudden he saw flames coming out of that window. Then he heard someone was still inside and he ran through the front door.
Actually, my husband looked out the window and he said the house across the street was on fire. I didn't believe him because he lies so much.
Meanwhile, Associate Professor of Global Health Policy, Dr. Claire Wenham, is busy being a mother under pressure.
Right down to a sort of local government level. And in that case, do we say, well, and we're improving our systems as a result?
Yes, so that's so we're hoping so. And it's a learning process. So now we're moving to this.
That was the only downside to, or upside, depending on which way you look at it, working from home. When they started making everyone work from home. Obviously, family life goes on.
New approach of these local lockdowns. It's part of the learning process to really understand how this is happening. Now, quite honestly, this should have happened a long time ago, in my opinion. But here we are in this situation, and so how can we improve it for the inevitable lockdowns which might come further down the road? We've seen the statistics saying the other hotspots of concern might be in Barnsley and Bradford, and so how can we make sure that they're getting the right data now so we don't have this?
Is she about to throw that book or something?
Problem again.
What's your daughter called?
She's called Scarlett.
Scarlett, I think it looks better on the lower shelf. And it's a lovely unicorn. It's a lovely unicorn. Okay, so obviously, and do stop me if you need to crack on. Do tell us.
What's his name?
My name is Christian.
His name's Christian.
Christian.
Yes.
I'm just deciding where it can go. Where Mummy wants it to go.
Oh, right. Where does Mummy want it to go?
I think just on that shelf is great. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
This is the most informative interview I've done all day.
Lost a lot.
He must have been speaking to politicians before chatting to her.
Including my golf clubs.
I'm so sorry.
This is the most informative interview I've done all day.
Lost a lot, including my golf clubs. I had like $3,000 into that. I'd like to shout out TaylorMade and Titleist and Callaway. I really need new sets or a new set. I lost it, and I just love golf.
It's literally like right there by Rainier Canyon. I'm telling you, I was watching the news, I looked out the window, I seen the fire, some of it went in my eye. I can almost, feel like I was going blind. So I just grabbed my bullhorn, halfway got my shoes on my feet, took off running and said, Lord, carry.
Grab the what? Bullhorn?
I seen the fire, some of it went in my eye. I can almost, feel like I was going blind. So I just grabbed my bullhorn, halfway got my shoes on my feet, took off running and said, Lord, carry me far as you can.
Minister David Cameron was talking about, oh, I'm really sorry, that's my son arriving.
Really?
Sorry, I'm really embarrassed, sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, can I
sorry.
have 2 biscuits?
Yes. You can have 2 biscuits.
Biscuits.
I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, OK, well, we'll leave Deborah Haynes in full flow there with some family duties, but that's what happens.
And if you still want to be a member of the butchery, once you've heard me preach on a Sunday morning, I give you a unique code. You can let yourself in 24/7, and there's cameras under surveillance, and in 2 years, we've had 0 shrinkage.
Zero shrinkage. That's handy. Jacob, I want to know how many members you've got there.
Meanwhile, outside the Taylor Swift Eras Tour merch truck in Cincinnati, one fan is still undercover on a secret operation.
So, can you tell me what Taylor Swift means to you? She must mean a lot to you because you're here and you've called in sick.
That is very true. I almost named my daughter's middle name Taylor, so...
Oh my goodness, I love it. Now, what are you hoping to snag at the merch truck here?
I want the gray quarter zip.
Yes, we love the gray quarter zip.
Yes.
Love it. Now, are you guys going to the shows this weekend?
I am on Saturday.
Okay. What are you looking forward to the most for that show? Is there any special song, any surprise song you want her to sing?
No, I'm taking an 11-year-old little girl. It's her first time. I went to the show in Nashville, so it's more for her.
Okay. Oh, I absolutely love that. That's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. Any other things that you're looking forward to this weekend? Are you guys trading friendship bracelets? What's happening?
I bet the boss will recognise the sunglasses, the voice, and think, oh, and she's got a 11-year-old child too.
Yes, she made a bunch of friendship bracelets. I've gotten friendship bracelets here from all these sweet people, so I'm very excited.
Sweet, I love it. And we're going to cross our fingers that work doesn't find out, right?
I bet they
No,
do.
they're not. We're good.
Your secret's safe with me. Yeah. I think it's safe with everyone else here, too.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Now, this truck, as we said, it opens in less than an hour. We'll keep you updated, guys.
Annie, wait, Annie, I need to know why she's going gray quarter zip instead of blue crew neck. Why?
Okay, we have one question here. Why are you going gray quarter zip instead of blue crew neck, which seems to be what everyone's after here?
Almost looks like an octopus with all the creases in it. Looks like the tentacles.
Have the blue crew neck.
She already has it. So did you go to another show? Because it can only be found at the merch trucks.
Yes, I did go to another show.
Which one?
Nashville Night 3.
Oh my goodness. So this is round 2, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. There's your answer, Bob.
Annie, thank you. Thank you for doing a deeper dive for all of us.
Asking the important questions for you.
Eric, they stole 21 cars. Can you believe that?
What? 21 cars? What? They could have gave me a car. 21 cars? What they gonna do? How they gonna drive 21 cars?
At once.
Right. That's crazy. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. I've been telling these folks, man, you need to get your life together. 21 cars? Where you gonna park all them cars at? You can't do it. I don't know what's going on with these folks. These folks need to get themselves together out here. It's too hot to be driving 21 cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's too much gas money. How you gonna use all them cars? That's crazy. I hope
Hey, it was him. It says prolific there.
they find them 21 cars though.
Oh, I'm here for toilet paper, water, dog food, dog pod, hand sanitizer, rice, beans. I was here
Crazy
3 days
times.
ago and I was number 1. I was number 1. I was here before 6 o'clock. I was number 1. Today, look, I thought they're going to be number 1 again, but it's not the case.
I did zero panicking and zero panic buying, and I got on with my life just as normal I did when all that was going on. Even though everything else around me went weird like it did for everybody else. But I don't know, it didn't really affect me.
Toilet paper.
I know it did affect a lot of people that had to start working from home and stuff like that, but...
It's a must. Hand sanitizer, it's a must. Hand wipe, it's a must. A bread, peanut butter, yeah! I love it. It's fun.
See, sounds fun.
What day? Regular day, I don't know, maybe a couple of beers, depends. Weekends, maybe, 5 beer. 2 drinks a week.
What do you think of that?
Well, that's just not feasible, not in this country. Well, come on, man, 2 drinks a week, what's that going to do for you? I mean, that doesn't even get you through a day. A reasonable amount, if you're at home, you should be able to have like 4 beer. That's just, that's just 2 more. I mean, I'll have 6, but 4 is a fair...
I hope you can't see it on there after I've edited and published the video, but I don't know what's going on. The screens keep proper flashing today. Not the one that I'm watching, but like my studios and that. I don't know what it is. I don't know because I've got a cheap camera or what, but it's driving me mad. Normally it flashes a little bit, but it's doing it loads now.
But there shouldn't...
Hopefully it's not there at the end.
BB guidelines anyway. Why are you going to tell me how much I can drink at home?
Well, I guess the idea is, would you be concerned that you're at a higher health risk if you're drinking too much?
No. That's the main point here is why are they telling me what I can drink at home? What, can I have 2 liters of pop? Can I have 2 liters of pop? Well, what's more healthy?
Hey.
4 beers?
Pop. Is this an American? Could be a Canadian for all I know. I do not know. I can't tell a Canadian until I say a boot. But yeah, I've never heard an American say pop before. I've heard Canadians say pop. Never heard normally call it soda. I don't. Some place in America as well call it Coke, even if it's something else in a can. It can be anything in a can, but they still call it Coke. Or am I just making that up? But I've definitely never heard anyone call it pop before.
Or 2 liters of Coca-Cola?
I call it pop.
Do the math.
So I'm guessing that this information about the new guidelines isn't going to change your life.
It's heartbreaking, and I can't even believe it.
Suddenly, arriving right on time and without warning, the Australians are here.
Well, we were in cleaning our birds, and we heard this big bang. We said, oh no, another car accident. So we drop everything in cleaning.
Nonsense, right? Listen, if they were speaking fast and normal, then I'd believe it. Because, like, they're talking slow, it's like one hears what they're starting to say and the other picks up on it. They're not reading minds.
Our birds, and we heard this big bang.
See, she's the one on the right starts speaking, and she looks at her and I ain't buying it. Not buying it.
Right on time and without warning, the Australians are here.
Well, we were in cleaning our birds, and we heard this big bang. We said, oh no, another car accident. So we drop everything, and we went running out the front. We seen Mum running out from the house up there, and then the other cars were pulling up and checking to see if the person was okay. And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, run, he's got a gun. And our heart started to pound, and I said, oh Mum, where's...
It's getting more convincing as it goes further on, you know. Right at the beginning, it was just like, I don't know, the one on the left were picking up cues on what to say.
Mum, and poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes,
I've changed my mind now.
are you all right? Because he had all blood all over his face, and he goes, I'll shoot you. She goes, hey, I'm here to help. And Mum distracted him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush behind the fence. And the guy goes to her, I'll find you and I'll shoot you. Yes.
How did she distract him initially? Did she just say, like, look the other way?
Well, he must have been going, I don't know, but he looked the other way, and then that's...
Do you know what? Right at the very beginning, I genuinely thought this is nonsense. But now, I can't help but think there's something to that. They are reading each other's minds.
That's why she did an escape. And then I'm so glad that young guy, he said...
A lot of the time she's saying the words afterwards. It seems to be the woman on the right that does lead a lot of the time. I can't make my mind up now.
He's got a gun, and then we've seen heaps of people running into our facility here and our house yard. Our house yard as well, and they were hiding in there too. So we went running around, closing and locking all doors, just in case.
See, it's what they could do though. One of these women could be at one side and another could be over there, and they both could see like linked up CCTV, couldn't they? Because they know what's going on with each other.
We didn't know where he was at the time, and then a car, he pulled up like the car.
Did they just actually say words that weren't the same as each other then?
So we went running around, closing and locking all doors. Just in case, because we didn't know where he was at the time. And then a car, he pulled up like the car what was over the road there. He went and approached that car and pulled the young girl out he was driving.
I've just figured out what it is now. So when you've got like a couple of kids excitedly want to tell you something and they both keep like telling you at the same time, that's kind of what this is. So they probably spent they dress the same as well, got their hair the same. They've spent their entire lives together, haven't they? That's what that is. They never grew out of that phase when they wanted to tell a story, both trying to say it at the same time.
And her mum was in the car too. She goes, yes, take me car. Yeah.
Gosh. So how many people do you think? Did they come in here as well?
Yeah,
then?
yeah, people. Oh no, not the
people.
family. No. We just was speaking to him out the front, and we gave him all a big hug. Yeah, and the guy who said run, he's got a gun. We said thank you. Yeah.
He saved lives.
Yeah. All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah, we were so blessed.
How close to him do you think you were?
Well, see, he was up there, and we were past our driveway.
So maybe 100 metres.
Yeah. You don't think of all of that at the time. No, you just run for your life.
I mean, when he was on the run and you had all the people in here, what were people talking? Were you being quiet?
No, we were all silent. Everyone was silent. And even one young couple went behind our friend's caravan and hid. Yeah, and we seen a leg coming over our fence. There we said, oh God, I hope that's not him. But it was another person.
Oh, someone trying to. So someone literally climbed over.
They're using opposite arms as well. Crazy.
Defense.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's no secret that in Britain we
I'm about to do that in a minute, not yet though. Right, no. See, the fella talking about the 21 stolen cars, that was probably my favourite. But the last one there, that was so interesting. Right at the very beginning, I didn't know what the story was about. I was just more interested in them. I do know what the story was about towards the end. But the way they was talking, it looked like they was trying to convince people that they can read each other's minds. But towards the end, I was convinced. So if they are trying to convince people, it worked on me a bit. But yeah, again, I hope the flashing's not there once I've uploaded it, because my screen's flashing like mad. Right, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Goodbye. Bye bye.